Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching today. We're in San Jose, California all this week, visiting with some of the best and brightest companies in Silicon Valley. On our program is Sanjay Srinivasan, the CTO of Telesphere. Sanjay, welcome. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you, Rich.
So your company has a relatively new cloud-based video conferencing offering, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And as a CTO, I wanted to talk a little bit more about just the technical ins and outs of how does it work, and how is it different than some of the other solutions on the market?
Sure. To kind of preface this, the video conferencing has been around a while, but it has generally been adopted only by the larger enterprises with significant capital investment and technical investment in people that can operate the system. Our goal with our hosted video conferencing services, given that we've been focusing on the SMB sector, on the higher end of the SMB sector, is to make this service available to the SMB sector as well, and make it and use it in a manner that is easy to use wherever you are with a multitude of devices. So the key thing behind the service is, because it's hosted, it lets us put in place network infrastructure that allows you to punch through firewall issues, NAT traversal issues. Number one, the goal. Number two, the goal is to make this service as easy to use as it is to do audio conferencing today. So it's a reservation-less video conferencing bridge with a virtual attendant to guide you through the process of joining the bridge. It's a Hollywood Squares kind of setup where multiple speaker or video feeds are shown on the display, but the largest pane is occupied by the current speaker, and that switches automatically. So ease of use, easy to join a bridge from whichever device you are. We support video endpoints, we support room conference systems, as well as soft clients on PCs, and eventually we'll be supporting tablets and smartphones as well.
So in terms of dealing with compression and dealing with limited bandwidth situations, how much bandwidth are we talking about, and how does that compare to some of the other players in the market?
So, absolutely. So again, businesses have strict requirements on quality, and if the experience isn't great, then adoption also gets inhibited. Telesphere operates a nationwide private IP network running MPLS in the backbone, and we reach our customer base through private connections to their premises, and we put routers on premises that can allow us to do quality of service treatments. So quality of service is applied for bandwidth management, prioritization for both the video, for audio traditionally, for our voice over IP services, and now we'll be able to do that for video as well. Secondly, the endpoints that are going to be supported on our bridge have dynamic bandwidth or codec selection. So based on the particular customer location, choice of bandwidth is available. Of course, the user experience will vary, but we will support a multitude of bandwidth choices.
Does that need to change on the fly, or is it pretty much fixed?
Well, like in the audio segment, the video segments are allowed to select a choice of, or offer to the bandwidth, to the bridge, what codec they want to use for a particular session, and so it will, based on that dynamic selection, that will be picked. But a session once started will use that particular bandwidth protocol.
Okay. So in terms of technologies used by the competition versus what you're doing, how are you doing things differently, other than the MPLS, the MPLS network that you have? Which
and it's a good question. Sometimes the focus entirely becomes on technology, but I think it's a little bit more than technology as well. Again, in the business segment, it's the fact that it's a managed service with 24/7 support behind it, as well as the quality of service on the network itself will makes a big difference to the end user experience. But the technology that we will be supporting and are supporting, and like I said, in the upcoming announcements, we will share more of that information. It will be a combination of video phones from well-known manufacturers, soft phones on PCs, as well as tablets.
Great. So what's next for the company?
Next for the company is continued focus on the business segment, but a more vertical focus behind added applications and services.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here.
All right. Nice to meet you as well.
Great to see you.
Thank you.